the movement?
I started going to the General Assembly meetings around, goodness me, I think late September.
Okay.
Early August. That was when I think the movement started to kind of grow nationally, and people were paying attention to the Occupy Wall Street happenings, and these kind of General Assemblies started to spontaneously pop up around the country.
Okay. What do you think needs to happen for the movement to be a success?
You know, that's a point that people are having a lot of conversation about right now, and there's varied viewpoints. I take issue with the contention that it's a movement that lacks focus and you know, lacks a message. I think by and large, a lot of the people who are talking in the movement, their message is crafted around the fact that they feel that money just has too much influence over our political process. Now, in what separate issues that's manifested, sure, there's a lot of division within that, but I think what needs to happen long term is that the issues need to come together into a cohesive platform in which the Occupy movement can really start to rally around specific platforms.
Okay.
No, it didn't fit.
All right.
Go. I'm taking some of my questions too.
So, right now it's kind of about a platform for dialogue.
Well, I would say that's a good point. No, right now it is. It's a very engaging conversation about how deep the influence goes. And when I refer to the influence, I mean how deep the corporate influence goes, and what, you know, as people are talking and learning, what they're finding is things that they've taken for granted are really kind of an end result of corporate influence.
All right.
How do you think the media has been on the whole Occupy thing?
You know, I think that the media's been pretty good, actually. I mean, absent a few kind of like, yeah, sure thing, people who have kind of come in, I think, and tried to like take footage and use it. What's the word I'm looking for? Unethically, right?
Yeah.
But we'll see what happens as these things increasingly, turn violent. In response to, I think, to some pretty unprofessional police tactics, we'll see what happens to the kind of media and the kind of coverage that the movement is getting. I think, by and large, that the public opinion has been turning in favor of Occupy Greensboro, and I think that's a great thing. Yeah, sure thing. Will, by the way.
Will, Amanda's out.
Okay, cool.
What's
see
your
you.
last name?
Shoford.
Shoford?
All right, see you around.
Yeah, I will.
All right. And so I really would hate to see that kind of fall back as things like, as these things happen like they do in Oakland, So,
Yep.
Okay.
But by and large, I've been pretty happy with the media coverage, sure.
What's been your personal motivation with getting involved in the process?
My personal motivation is that I feel, as an individual, I was really energized when we voted President Obama into office, and I felt like he was running on some pretty substantially progressive platforms, and that's what I was voting for. And when he made it to the office, and when I found that he fell way short of those platforms that he was running on, it kind of suddenly occurred to me that, wait a minute, you know what? Democracy has become a sham in this country. And the things that I vote for and the candidates that I elect and the reasons that I elect them for don't have nearly the influence that big moneyed interests do over the political spectrum.
Okay. Do you plan to vote again, I imagine?
Yes.
Would you be comfortable sharing with who you plan to vote for?
No.
Okay.
I've yet to make the decision, right?
Okay. So do you feel like there's no true representative candidate of what the movement stands for?
I mean, at this point, I've been a lifelong Democratic voter. I just, I'm finding myself to be, at this point, yes, I'm going to vote.
Okay.
But I'm more engaged in the day-to-day of what we're doing here with Occupy Greensboro, because I feel like it's affecting our community more significantly than voting will at this point.
Okay.
Is it all right if we get a headshot?
Sure.
I'm going to leave.
Okay.
So take care.
Yep.
Thanks for everything.
All right. I'll just come by
Hey,
this
why don't you
way.
step aside just in case these guys are BSing there, right?
Save the kid.
Like I said, we can show you.